Well, such a great game at Anfield from Liverpool's perspective anyway. That gives them a 9-point gap over their big rivals, Manchester City, an 8-point gap over Leicester and Chelsea, who are having a fantastic season themselves. It only seems fitting in the modern game, even when we have such skill and entertainment on the field, that I kind of begin this by talking about the big subject of recent weeks, which is VAR, which again was in evidence in this game. Every goal is checked, but Manchester City certainly will feel aggrieved, and a few people will be scratching their heads at why the Fabinho goal, which was a great goal, and I'll get to that in a bit, why it was allowed when it came from a breakaway when Manchester City were attacking in the penalty area, and the ball clearly come off Trent Alexander's right arm, which was out from his body, so outside the silhouette. That's the new laws. But Michael Oliver was right on the spot. He saw nothing wrong live, and VAR checked it and deemed it to be fine. Now, that certainly has got the goat of Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. The only explanation potentially I could give is that the ball ricocheted off Bernardo Silva's hand into Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's the only reason I can give for potentially VAR deciding that wasn't an infringement, because otherwise it was a clear handball for me. Trent Alexander involved in the second half again with a handball. This time I have to say the arm was down by the side. City were frustrated, but I think they got that one right. Then people will be asking why the Salah goal, Liverpool's second, wasn't checked longer for offside. It was because the Premier League and the referees back at base deemed it clear that he was onside, so didn't have to bring in the thin lines of the calibration. If you remember, those that watched, for those that saw Sheffield United yesterday, they were denied a goal because of a big toe. I kid you not. So, one or two, or more than one or two, will be arguing again about what wasn't given and what was given. What we do know, it was a sublime performance from the league leaders. They controlled this game from start to finish. It was a bit nervous towards the end, last 10 minutes or so. But, you know, the fullbacks were great again. The partnership between Lovren and Van Dijk, having Alisson back there as that rock in goal. Fabinho, once again, I mentioned his goal, but his performance was excellent. So was Wijnaldum. And of course, that's probably about as well as the front three have linked up, I think, for quite a while. Always a threat. And the thing that I was impressed with most was how at times they got into that front three quickly and really bypassed that Man City midfield and got at that Manchester City defence. It was a real exercise in doing that. I thought they were absolutely fantastic. City, they do look a bit disjointed at the moment. I was never confident that we're going to get back in the game, although Silva got that goal. Raheem Sterling was almost a threat. He was always getting a lot of stick from the Liverpool fans. He was expecting that. He was always a threat with his turn of pace. End product wasn't great again, and I suppose you could say City fullbacks exposed for the goals. So all in all, where does that leave City? It leaves them in fourth in this Premier League table, a table that we didn't expect to see Leicester City and Chelsea been up there. Leicester City, who hammered Arsenal yesterday, they've been excellent, and Frank Lampard's Chelsea, well, they have been flying. City, it's a bit of a head scratcher at the moment. I would not rule them out. This Premier League title race is not over. Jurgen Klopp will be saying that to his players. Yes, they can afford some mistakes, but he will be hammering at home. No complacency. As for City and the rest, well, they can ill afford any more mistakes. It's going to be tough to get this lead back, but it's not insurmountable. And I suppose the conversation now in the next coming months will Liverpool bottle it? Because it is theirs to lose. They've put themselves in a great position. Got a lot of games coming up. They've got a fixture pile up coming as well. That's been well documented. But they have manoeuvred themselves into a fantastic position. And Anfield at the moment is a real fortress.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPNFC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.